All right, welcome listener. This is another episode of the Medical Practice Marketing Podcast. And today we are going to be talking about 2018 basics. Welcome to the new year of 2018. What you should be thinking about now is making sure you have the basics covered in your marketing. If you're listening to this podcast, if you listener or watcher are interested in learning more about this, we are going to be having a very in-depth webinar coming up on the 28th of January, which we will go through a lot of the detail here. But right now we're going to go through some basics to sort of prime you up for what's going to be talked about in that webinar. And also, through these basics, you should be able to get some of the things you just need to make sure you're thinking about as you move into 2018 and you want to get your practice to grow faster. Now, we work with a lot of different quadrants, but what we're going to do is we're going to sort of break these out. So there's pay-per-click advertising, there's Facebook, Instagram ads, then there's what I would pretty much, you kind of have to mix a few of these things together, but I like to think of this as content and social together, and I'll explain that in a minute. One of the things that we always run into with a lot of the practitioners is that, we try and separate some of the things that just absolutely need to be done. And if you think about Facebook advertising, that's one of the most critical elements right now. But also we want to really think about what's happening in the background of trying to communicate with customers who are existing. So we really want to look at email. And I think this is a real missing component for a lot of practitioners is the email retargeting, resurfacing potential customers, and then reputation. Okay, so we have really these quadrants: pay-per-click, Google pay-per-click that is, or Google and Bing, Facebook, content, social media, which is combined, and then email and reputation management. So think about these major 6 topics or major 5 topics. Again, I've combined social media and content together in this particular example because I think it really makes sense in how we do it. So pay-per-click advertising, 3 things you want to make sure that you're doing. You want to run regular ads, which are basically ads that have a link back to your website with information about the particular, let's just say, condition or potential solution that you have for someone's issue. Then we've got call only. So basically on a mobile phone, that only shows an ad that you can basically make sure that you get a click from that. And the only way you can get clicked is if they actually make a phone call. Those call only ads are a great way to start to engage with your customer without even getting them to your website. Again, 70% of people start on their mobile phone with a journey. And if you can get them on the phone for an appointment right there, it's great. And then we have retargeting, okay? So we want to do these 3 types of ads. Retargeting is the banners that will follow you around the internet. So as soon as someone comes to your site, we depending on the category, we can retarget them with those banner ads. And that always helps practitioners who are have a specific medical situation where we can actually do. Some things we can't retarget just because of the nature of Google, but there are some that we can do. But mainly the regular ads and call only are the critical ones. So Facebook, we want to look at sort of targeted ads, right, which are the regular ads, and then we want to look at lead only. Okay, so targeted ads are basically ads that click back to your website. Lead ads stay within Facebook. And the targeted ads and the lead ads can also have some categories, which you want to make sure you're doing. You can do video. You can do slideshow. You can also do carousel ads. And you can also do a little bit of what we would consider sort of the last bastion of imaging ads. We really don't try and push image ads because they don't convert. But video, slideshow, really, really good right now on Facebook. And the carousel ads from time to time we use. But the video is the number one attraction because there's action in the ad and people look at it. So content and social. So this is why I combined the 2. Because usually what we're doing is blog posting for clients, or you can do your own blog posting with content. And so we take the blog and then push it into the 5 different categories of social. So we'll have a blog post posted on a website, whatever topic you could pick, or condition, or solution for a condition, or treatment. And then we're pushing that blog post down through co-scheduling, through automatic posting into the social. So we're posting that into Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, sometimes Facebook groups, if you have a Facebook group, that's also super helpful, and Twitter. So we do sometimes do Google Plus, but it's kind of, or Google My Business, it just doesn't really make sense. It's kind of a dying industry, but those are the 5 posts. And so we really try and combine blog posting and with organic social, and that would relate to things that are going on in the office and things we can use like videos from the office. Again, we can either boost these posts as ads, but usually we really use the content as a vehicle to push into the social profiles. And that can get you, if you're doing 10 blog posts a month, 50 different posts into your social calendar. And we can do multiple posts as well. But think about these quadrants. Now, the last thing is email, before we get to reputation management. And email marketing should be awareness, right? You can do educational. And the most important is appointment setting. So again, just sending out a rehash to your customer base to say, hey, we haven't seen you in a while. And instead of sending them consistent, like, hey, we have a monthly newsletter, really use that as to say, hey, we're looking to have you as a new guest or a new potential patient for a new procedure, or it could be somebody who's on the list that has not been through the system or into your schedule. Again, using those for appointments is great. And all of this, as we kind of know, you tie email together with lead capture, with ads, with pay-per-click, with retargeting, and that's sort of like the funnel, right? So this is the funnel marketing that we do that basically drips all these things together. Now, reputation management, you're really talking about Facebook, getting reviews on Facebook, Google. We do also Doc, health grades, vitals, and a few others. Really, that's kind of the general consensus. I mean, I just really, Facebook and Google, most important right now. Run automatic programming. So and what we do is we put people into an automatic scheduler and get them into a simple process where they can click directly into those review platforms. So these are the 5 things. Again, I've kind of combined social and content together here. So the 5 main things: pay-per-click, Facebook, Instagram ads. Facebook and Instagram are the same thing. The ads run in the same correlation because it's the same platform. Content, email, and reputation management. These are the basics. So if you can get your basics down, you can start really advertising yourself very well. And certainly we can help you if you need help. But these are the things you should be thinking about for 2018. Again, on the 28th of January, we'll have a webinar that'll go through this in detail. So happy patient gathering, and we'll see you in the next episode.